Clubs. Okay, clubs, it's your time. So, what is street hockey? Now, you'll hear me referring to street hockey, skater hockey, ice hockey, roller hockey, bowl hockey, deck hockey. There's a million hockeys. I'm going to refer to street hockey quite a lot, and I'm going to explain to you what that is. Now, we deal with street hockey. Street hockey is at its rawest form, where you pick up a ball, you pick up a stick, you put some skates on, and you go and play hockey. Now, this is actually an incredible tool for clubs and schools to engage kids with this sport. The reason is because there's a lot of barriers that are broken down by having less equipment. So a typical street hockey player has leg pads, skates, stick, and a helmet. We actually use skateboard helmets just to keep it cheaper and easier to put on the kids. And we've changed the rules a little bit. So, we don't have a goalie. Okay, we actually use traffic cones, and we upturn them. So when you've got an upturned traffic cone, you can shoot into the bottom of them, and it makes a really cool sound, and it actually makes it very playable. So each end has 2 traffic cones, spread about stick length apart, and that way you can't have one kid just stood in front of the cone blocking the goal. You've always got another option. We've tried this in a number of different ways, using different goals, and it works really, really well. We play it with a ball because we play out in car parks, tennis courts, school gymnasiums, wherever there's actually streets, wherever the hell we can. If we can play it somewhere, we'll play it, and it works really, really well. The rules we put in place are you must not play the ball above knee height. So the ball's got to be below knee height. If anybody gets hit with the ball above knee height, that's a goal away. That protects the top half. It keeps the game down on the floor. Sticks also aren't allowed to be brought up, so you're not going to have any slap shots. It makes it a lot safer. And that risk assessment that we've put together to make it coachable and work in schools and clubs everywhere, it works really, really well. So we want to help you develop your beginner players into street hockey players. And then they've got to step up to playing into your league teams. So we develop street hockey teams, and we're building teams all around Oxfordshire at the moment is our focus point, and opening up competition for them. So we'll be hosting regular tournaments, competitions. In the summer we're going to have a league. So we want your teams, your beginners, to enter into that. But we're not excluding anybody. What we want to do, we just want everyone to play. It's the funnest game in the world. So if your beginners are playing street hockey, there's no reason why your established players can't either. If there's nothing to do in the summer, if they want more hockey or they want to play more, they want to meet new people, they want to do all those things that you love to learn in sports, they can access our street hockey tournaments, they can access any street hockey tournaments. We want you to host a tournament, we'll help you do it. So what we do is we put in scoring regulations, or restrictions we call them, the scoring restriction. The scoring restriction is this. If you are a beginner player and you're shooting against a cone, you just have to hit the front side of the cone. So that square that is the cone tip backwards, you hit the front side of the cone. If you are, and that works for both cones, that's for both cones. If you're an established player and you've been playing for a while, we say that you've got to get the ball in the cone. And that adds a bit of a restriction, so it's not just tapping the ball against the cone, they've got to shoot it inside the cone, which takes a bit more skill. If you're a league player, and if you play for a team or in a league or ice hockey or in any league or organised hockey, you've got to get it in the left cone only. So that means you've got a whole side taken out. You've got to get it in just that one specific cone. And that does 2 things. One, it makes you really accurate and really improves your shot accuracy and your control. But 2, it gets your head up looking for a pass and encouraging your teammates. So if you've got a beginner on your team, you're going to be dishing out assists all day long, and that's fine. You get the win, the beginner gets passes from more established players, and we find it really develops a fantastic team game. Street hockey. You've got to use it in your clubs. It's amazing. I've seen it in a number of clubs where beginner sessions have stripped down kit, and it works really, really well. I can give you examples, and I think we're going to go out and feature some of these example clubs more and more. We'll do it each week. We've actually got one running right now in the hall for the locker room. We've got 25 kids, leg pads, sticks, helmets, skates. That's all they're using, and they go nuts for it every week. It will build this game immensely. So clubs, please use it, get in touch with us, ask us how, and we're more than happy to help you set those up.